So happy to see you guys show up on time. Link to class Nearpod is in the chat. Please join. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to review 1.08 quiz, area of composite figures. And here is question 1. Question 1 is saying, what is the area of the figure? What is the area of the figure? Let's see. Make sure you will bubble in the correct formulas and apply them. Go ahead, get started. I will allow you guys 3 times. I will allow you 3 minutes to solve the problem on your own. I will look at your Nearpod and I'm going to give you some guidance. I want to see you guys in Nearpod. Link to Nearpod is in the chat. I will also go ahead and send it in the private chat in case some of you guys try to get the link from there. And here it is. Get started. Color code your work if that has helped in the past. Color code your work. Triangle, formula for triangle. A square, and I would use this formula for a square. Right? Get started. I'm going to look at your work and I'm going to give you feedback. Very good. Landon, I agree to you. Very good. So in order to find area of the triangular part, I'm going to go back and use the green pen. I am using this formula to find area of the triangle. The formula says half of base times height. That means I will multiply the base of the triangle times the height. Let's see. If you completed the quiz, very good, Dion. I agree to you. If you complete the quiz, if you choose to stay, you can stay. If you choose not to stay, you may not stay. Remember, I'm recording the session in case other people who will be doing the quiz will need help.
You froze. She left.
Yeah, maybe the internet connection was a little bad.
Probably.
Maybe they are mistaking you.
Oh. Lily, I haven't seen you in forever. Like, you just disappeared.
Not really.
I've like haven't
Been
seen
trying
you.
to contact you and you don't answer me.
Oh yeah.
Right. It's
Yeah,
it could
that doesn't work anymore.
Okay, now what do you have to do this one?
Just so you know.
Yeah.
Just do it. Okay.
Hey, what are we even supposed to be doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
We are waiting for the teacher to come back.
So which one?
Because she
Where'd you go?
her internet was working.
Oh.
Are you sure you know how to do it?
Okay.
Well, it's the recording, so.
Try.
Hello, Miss.
Take a few seconds. I don't know, Nero is kind of doing, okay, that is not the right one. Let's see. Here it is. Yeah, I know it glitched a little, but I'm glad the recording is still on. So we were finding area of the triangular part. Base will also be 7. Base of the triangle will be 7. How do I know? I got the number from here. Height of the triangle is going to be 3. In order to find area of this triangular part, I'm going to solve here. Area of the triangular part. I will do base times height. That is 3 times 7. Base times height. 3 times 7. That is 21. Then divided by 2, because that's what the formula says. Find half of base times height. So 3 times 7 is 21. 21 divided by 2. 10.5. Then I'm going to go find area of the rectangular part in blue color. To find area of the rectangular part, the formula says just do base times height. And for this rectangle, base is 7 and height is also 7. Basically, you have to square 7. 7 times 7 means square the 7, right? This is how we have learned in our unit for circles. So you get 49. If you want to find area of the full composite figure, you will add the two areas up and you will get the final answer, right? To find total, you will add area of the triangle, that is 10.5, plus, over here it is a 49. 7 times 7 is a 49. So I'm going to add 10.5 plus 49. Remember to add the whole numbers. Add 49 plus 10, you get 59, right? Then add the decimal. Remember, combine whole numbers with the other whole number. And you get the units in squared centimeters. Let me know if there are any questions. Any questions? Yes, Lily, 59.5. Dion, yes, I agree to you. Okay. We'll go ahead and move on to the next question. This is again question 1, but the second version, because not everybody will get to see the same question. Perfect, perfect, Lily. Thank you for the feedback. People, let's go ahead, get started and do this one. These questions is also a good practice for progress learning quiz. Get started. Show me how you will find area of the two smaller parts. You can also color code your work and mark the formulas in color coding. So if you do the triangular part, you color code triangular formula. I'm going to go to the square, another square. This is the formula base times height for the square, right? Let me go ahead and see your work and give you feedback. People, join Nearpod, show me your work. Andre, very nicely done. Remember, look at the big picture, Andre. You'll see a big, Dion, excellent. Very good, Dion. So, in this one, in this green triangle, this side, now I'm using a blue. I shouldn't use a blue for the triangle. I'm going to use the green. And this side of the triangle, height is missing. I know this part of the height is 4. I also know that because this is 4, then this part is also 4. That means the entire height will be 8. 4 plus 4, the entire height, right? That's divided into 2 parts is supposed to be 8. 4 plus 4, height of 8. Let me see how you guys are doing it. Good, Heaven. The height of the triangle is going to be 8. 4 plus 4. So therefore, in order to find area of the triangle, I'm going to do base times height. Base is 6. Over here, right? Base is 6 times height of 8. 6 times 8. Then I get 48. 48 divided by 2 is the area of the triangle, and you get 24. Are there any questions on how I did the triangle? Let me know if there were any questions on how I did the triangle. Jadine, very good. Liloni, very good, very good. There you go. Dion, very good. Andre, show me the steps. Lexi, very good. Then I'm going to go find area of the square. And I'm going to use a blue color. And base times height is the formula for area of a square. And because it is a square, base is 4. Right, over here, 4. Height is also 4. Right, the height is also 4. So I'm going to do 4 times 4. Area of the square turns out to be 16. In order to find area of the total shape, you will add the 2 and you will get area of the composite figure. So let's bring it here. We write down total will be area of the triangle, that is 24. Plus area of the square, that is 16. And you will get the total of 40. 24 plus 16, get 40. Units will be yards squared. And here is the symbol. Because area is always supposed to be in squared units, so the total will be 40. Are there any questions? If there are no more questions, we will move on to the next version of question 1. Some of you probably got a question 1 that looked like this. Again, go ahead, start to color code your shape. Mark the correct formulas. And here is my triangle. Here is the formula for my triangle. Then here is the square or the rectangular part. This is the formula base times height for the square part. The height of the triangle needs to be figured out. The dotted is the height of the triangle. Base being 12 inches, I'm going to grab the height from here. Because this is 7, I know that the height of the triangle is also 7. Then I can easily use this formula. Formula for triangle says A equals 1/2 base times height. So multiply base times height and then divide it by 2. That's how you can do half of base times height. And I will show you how to do it. So area of the triangle equals base of 12 at the bottom. Base is 12. Height is 7. 12 times 7 gives you an answer of 84. Divide that by 2. Answer of the triangle, 42. Area of the triangle, 42 squared inches. Let me see how the rest of you guys are doing. So Landon, very good. Lexi, very good. Dion, area for triangle is half of base times height. The little step that you missed. Lily, very good. Paige, very good. Andre, very good. Heaven, go ahead, show me all the steps. Jadine, very good. Miloni, very good. JJ, I don't agree to the area of the square. For area of the square, you have to square it. For the square, it is a 7 by 7 square. You use the rectangle's formula. you will do base times height to find the area. So therefore, for the square part, my base is 7 over here times height, that is also 7. That is like squaring the 7. 7 times 7 is 49. Seven times 7, there you go. In order to find the total, I'm going to add the two areas up. And let's find total. So area of the triangle is 42, area of the square is 49. You add them up, you get 91 squared centimeters. Oh, squared inches. The units are in inches. So we'll do inches, put the squared sign. Here we go. Answer should be 91 squared inches. Yep, very good, Jennifer. Very good, Lily. No problem, Nikhil. It's perfectly fine. And let me know if there are questions before moving on. Is that all understandable so far? We'll move on to question 2. What two shapes do you see in question 2? What two shapes do you see here? They've been really good with marking the parallel sides of the bottom shape to really guide you to the name of this shape at the bottom. Lily, you believe it is a square? It would have been a square if all the lines were at a right angle, but because they're slanty, I would say it is a special square called parallelogram, Lily. What do you think about that? It is a very special square with some slanty yet parallel sides, and we can call it a parallelogram. This is the formula you will use, base times height. Then, on top of that, we also see a triangle. Formula for area of a triangle is here. So to find area of the parallelogram, we need base and height. So base is 11 centimeters. So I can find area of the parallelogram. Base times height. Base is 11 centimeters and height is 9. That gives me area of 99 squared centimeters for parallelogram. No problem, Derek. You are good. You haven't missed much. So area of the parallelogram be 99. I'm gonna let you guys solve for the rest, so you can tell me the area before I give you the answer. Landon, very good. Dion, very good. Jadine, okay, one more step to go, but definitely, Jadine, you will end up getting the right answer. I can see the numbers. Paige, yep. Keep solving until you get the final answer. Show me all the steps. Then the triangle. Remember, formula for triangle says multiply base times height, then find half of it. So okay. This side of the triangle is missing. So I'm going to go use the 11, right? 11 and this side are the same length. So this missing side is going to also be 11. Are there any questions with regards to 11 centimeters as being the side? See, it should match up with the side of the parallelogram. Absolutely. Derek, here is the link. Go ahead and join. So in order to find area of the triangle part, I'm going to do base of 11 times height of 7. 11 times 7. That gives me 77. I divide that by 2. 77 divide by 2. Let me see how much do you guys get. 38.5. Yes, 38.5 is the area of the triangle part. If there's any part that you do not understand, feel free to ask me questions. Then we can find total by adding the two areas together. The area of the parallelogram is 99. Very good, Jennifer. And then area of the triangle is 38.5. And therefore the total will be 137.5. Absolutely, Lily. I'll remember to square it centimeters and put the squared symbol. JJ have made life easier by teaching me how to do the squared symbol in the keyboard. Right? 137.5 squared units. It seems like those in the Nearpod, you guys are doing very well with it. You don't seem to be confused at all about these problems, and that is good. Let's go ahead and move on. We have another very similar composite figure given to us. Can somebody name the bottom part? When I'm going to go highlight the bottom part. This is the bottom part that I'm looking at. It starts from this side, has this top side, has this side. What is the name of this one? Derek, type in the chat. Hop on the mic. You can feel free to. Very good, Jennifer. It's again a parallelogram. See, opposite sides are parallel. These arrows show symbol of parallel. So I'm going to color code my work. I know this is a parallelogram and I have to use this formula base times height. Top part is a triangle. I'll use the formula for a triangle. Very good, Andre. Very good, JD. Let's go ahead, get started. Find these areas. Okay. Again, if I look at the triangle, the base of the triangle is missing. Do I have enough information to conclude how much is the base of the triangle? Do I have enough? Very good, Jennifer. The blue base of the triangle is supposed to be the same length as this base, and it will be 20. So therefore, this should be 20. Height of the triangle is 8. Over here, right? Height of the triangle is 8. And I can find the area. So area of this triangle is base times height, 20 times 8 divided by 2. So 20 times 8 is 160. And half of 160, like divide 100 and I should multiply it by 20 times 8. 160, and then divide that by 2 to get an area of 80 for the triangle. I'm going to go to your slides and see your work. And I'm going to also check my answer so I can verify with you. Very good, Dion. Very good. Lily, check your work. There seems to be some calculation errors. Jennifer, I agree to you. Jadine, yep, go ahead, tell me the final answer. I think I'm going to agree to you. Heaven, go ahead, find these answers, put in numbers and solve them. Andre, very good. And Paige, excellent, very good. Mikkel, if you want to do it this way, make sure you can see two shapes in it or some regular shapes. I'm going to try to split those into some regular shapes that I can find area of. Right, Mikkel? Then is the parallelogram. And this is the formula for area for parallelogram. Just multiply base times height. Base of the parallelogram is 20. Height of the parallelogram is 16. Therefore, area of the parallelogram will be 20 times 16. That gives you 320. Let me know if anybody has questions over it. in order to find the total, I'm going to add the two areas up. So area of the triangle is 20. No, area of the triangle is 80. And area of the parallelogram is 320. Very good. And that gives me a total of, I have to make the box bigger. That gives me a total of 400 square inches. As the total area of the composite figure, 400 square inches. Are there any questions before we move on? Good job, Andre. Very good. Are there any questions? Let's go ahead, look at another example of question 2. Will be again quite similar. At the bottom, you see a parallelogram once again. At the top, you see a triangle, right? So here this is my parallelogram. These opposite sides are parallel to one another, and these opposite sides are parallel to this side, parallelogram. Then I have a triangle at the top. Over here, the height of the triangle is 8. Base of the triangle is missing. Can someone help me with the base of the triangle? How much should the base of this triangle be? Very good. The base of the triangle over here is missing and it will be 9. How? Because this is also 9. So therefore the triangular missing base is supposed to be 9. Let's go ahead and find area of the triangle. Okay. And I will say area of a triangle is base times height. Base is 9 and height is 8. So 9 times 8 is 72 divided by 2. Right? And area of the triangle is 36. Right? Area of the triangle is 36. Then area of the parallelogram, formula says just do base times height. Base of the parallelogram is 9, height of the parallelogram is 5, and we multiply them to get area of the parallelogram. So I will say area of parallelogram is 9 times 5, 45. And I can also find the total area by adding the 2. Let me see how you guys did. Very good, Jadine. Very good, Dion. Lexi, one more step. Landon, I'm going to have to make your slide bigger so I can see your answer. Landon, reconsider area for the triangle, Landon. Very good, Andre. Derek, very good. Derek, show me all the steps. Don't just tell me the area is this much. You want to show me the steps, show me where you use the formula. So in order to find the total area, we will combine the two. Total is area of the triangle, 36, plus area of the parallelogram, 45. Will give you 81 as total. And the units are squared meters. There we are. Let me know if there are any questions. Does that make sense to you? Are there any questions? For those who will be watching the class recordings, make sure you pause as you watch the questions. Solve it on your own and then try to see if your answers match my answers. For those present in class, you can also watch the recordings and review what we went over. Jennifer, absolutely. This is how question 3 looked like. People, can you name the regular shapes you see in the composite figure? Can you name? It looks hard, Derek. I'm going to highlight one of the shapes. And let's see who will help me name this. This is one base. And we've seen a similar question in class today. Another base. And then these are the two sides. What shape is this? Liloni, hop on the mic.
It's a trapezoid.
Excellent. It is a trapezoid. Very good. Lily, Jadine, very good. Liloni. It is absolutely a trapezoid. Then the other one is a rectangle. So I'm going to go color code my work. And mark this one in green. I know this is the formula for a trapezoid. Then the other one I have is a rectangle. Here is the formula for a rectangle. Okay, to find area of a trapezoid, you need to have two bases and you will add the bases. Those bases are parallel sides of the trapezoid. So I can say this is one base and it is how much? It is 16. Base 1 is 16, right? It's going to be 16. This is base 1. Let me just redo the 16. And this is going to be base 1. I will write down base 1, 16. Then base 2 is this parallel side, 5. In a trapezoid, you have two parallel bases and you have to add them. So I'm going to add base 1 is 16 and base 2 is 5. I will add them. Then I will multiply it by height of my parallelogram or my trapezoid. Height is at a right angle. It is the distance between the two bases, and 10 is the height of the trapezoid. Then I will multiply it by 10. So 16 plus 5 is 21 times 10, 210. Then divide it by 2. This is how you find area of a trapezoid. Add the bases, multiply it by height, divided by 2. See over here? Formula, base 1 plus base 2 times height. Find half of it. Let me see how much did you get for area of the trapezoid. Landon, very good, heading in the right direction. Let's see if you got the final answer correct. Yes, Landon, I agree to you. Lexi, very good with the area of the trapezoid. Dion, very good with the area of the trapezoid. Lily, very good. I agree to your final answer. Paige. Reconsider, Paige. The answer is way too big. Andre, I agree to your area of the trapezoid. Heaven, I agree to you. Jadine, I agree to your full answer. Liloni, I agree to you. So if you solve, you get 105. Yes, Ava, we will do all of these questions. You get 105. For trapezoid, then we will find area of the rectangle. For area of a rectangle, I'm going to do base times height. Base is 3, height is 16, and you will multiply 16 times 3. Area will be 48. And then you can add the two areas. To find total. Raise your hand if you have questions over it. You can also type in the chat and let me know if you have questions over it. Absolutely, Jadine. You are good to go. Then I'm going to find total. Area of the trapezoid is 105. Area of the rectangle is 48. So the total will be 153 squared inches. Let me know if anybody has questions over it. The final answer will be 153 squared inches. Yes, Lily, absolutely correct. And all that comes with practice. The more we practice, the more we get better at it. Let's go ahead and move on to the next similar question. Here it is. I am going to guide your thinking. That is not the best thing for me to do, but I will. Because sometimes I want you guys to practice certain things, right? And I try to guide your thinking in those cases. Look at this as a trapezoid, please. Base 1, then parallel base, base 2. Do you all see two bases, base 1 and base 2 for the formula over here? See, base 1 plus base 2. Then you also have the height. Go ahead, get started. Treat it like a trapezoid and find area of the trapezoid. Get started, everybody. I'm going to look at your slides and I'm going to give you feedback. Don't do any other way. Treat it like a big trapezoid. Landon, hop on the mic, please.
How is that a trapezoid? Because it only has one slanted side.
Who is going to help Landon out? See, there's a trapezoid in it. Lexi, hop on the mic. Lexi. Landon, there are a variety of trapezoids. Some trapezoids you will see look like this. It will be an isosceles trapezoid. So it will have, as long as it has a set of parallel sides, it will be a trapezoid. So this is a trapezoid. Two parallel sides and could have other sides that look like this.
How does the equation account for one of the sides not being slanted?
Yeah, just ignore one extra information, Landon.
Okay.
That makes sense. Good question, Landon. So which number do you think is the extra piece that you will not need?
So 10?
Very good, Lily. Can you also tell me why you will not need 10 in calculating area of the trapezoid?
Because 10 is not the base or the height of the trapezoid?
Excellent. Very good. 10 is just extra piece of information right there to confuse you. Very good, Dion and Bella. Absolutely. Then we can look at the parallel sides. The base 1 is 6 plus 7. Base 1 is 13. Six plus 7 is 13. Base 2 is given, it is 21. Right? To find area of the trapezoid, we have to add the bases. So I'll do 13 plus 21. I get 34. Right? I multiply it by height. I do 34 and then times height. Here is the height. Height is 6. See, the formula says times by height. And I'll times 34 times 6. Whatever answer I will get, I will divide that by 2. And that will give me the area of the trapezoid. And I'm going to go verify with you guys if I agree to your answers or not at this point. I've shown you how you can do the problem. I'm going to see if your calculations look correct. Very good, Landon. Let's see some calculation errors. Dion, I agree to you. Lily, I agree to you. Andre, I agree to you. Heaven, 34 times 6 divide by 2. Do that part and you will end up getting a I'm still waiting to see how your calculations look like, Heaven. And Liloni, I'm waiting to see how. Okay, I agree to you, Liloni. Paige, you did it in smaller chunks. That's okay. You should still get the same answer. If you did 34 times, because 13 and 21 makes 34. So if you do 34 times 6 divided by 2, you should get an answer of 102. You should get an area of 102 squared centimeters. Let me know if anybody has questions. Landon, do you still have a question or is it your hand raised from previous?
Sorry, forgot to put it
No
down.
problem. No problem. The next one is another interesting shape, a composite figure given to you. See how you will split this figure up into 2 or more regular shapes and find the areas. What shapes do you guys see in this composite figure? So I'm gonna highlight the first one that I see. It's got 2 parallel sides and then 2 non-parallel sides. Very good, Andre. At the bottom, we also see a triangle. And what is the name of this green one that I am highlighting? Trapezoid. Very good. A trapezoid in green and a triangle at the bottom. This is a trapezoid. Formula for trapezoid's area at the bottom in blue is a triangle. Formula for area for triangle. People, go ahead, get started. Show me how you will do this problem. I'm going to start with trapezoid first. You can start with any that you want. I'm going to add the 2 parallel sides first. First parallel side is 4. And the side opposite to 4 is 14. 4 plus 14 gives me 18. No problem, Heaven. Height of the trapezoid is 10. This is the height of the trapezoid. So I will multiply it by 10. So I'm going to do 4 plus 14, that is 18, times 10, 180, divide by 2. Area of trapezoid being 90. Then I still have to find area of the triangle. Which part in the triangle is missing that might make it a harder question? Which part of the triangle is missing, Lily?
The part of the triangle that is missing is the height.
Excellent.
But you can find the
Yes.
height
Uh-huh.
by since the height of the trapezoid is 10, the
Okay,
other
wait. Let's mark it. You say this partial height is 10.
yes,
So the bottom height should be
8.
8. Does that make sense to everybody? This bottom height should then be 8. 10 plus 8, 18. Right? So the height of the triangle gotta be 8. Let's go ahead and find area of the triangle. Base of the triangle, it's an upside down triangle with a base of 14. Height of the triangle, Lily guided us very well, and height of the triangle is 8. You do 14 times 8, divide by 2 to get the answer. And let's see, how much do you get? How much do you get? 56. We get 56 as area of the triangle. Is that true? Thank you, JJ and Bella. You can even limit the chat, so there is no spamming. Area of the triangle will be 56. Then you can find total area by adding the 2. And the trapezoid in green, 90. The triangle in blue, area of 56. If you combine, you should get 146 squared centimeters. And here we are. I'm gonna at this time check your slides to see if you are all in agreement with this answer. Is there anything else you guys got? Very good, Dion, Liloni, Landon, very good. Andre, very good, showing all the details of your work. Paige, very good, showing all the details of your work. People, are there any questions before we move on? Okay, let's go ahead, move on. Here we have question 4. Get started. Let's see how you will split question 4 into regular shapes and find area of the total. You also have a few answer choices that will let you know if you are heading in the right direction or not. At this time, do not refer to my screen. You do your own work and then we can come back and check our answers. I might divide the shape differently than you did, right? And it is fine.
Miss,
Yes.
I don't know if you did that on purpose, but it says what is the area of this, and you can see where something was.
Yeah.
Did you
What is the area of this? Oh, the thing is, JJ, I tried to make the composite figure bigger. So when we are working on it in our slides, the thing is, it kind of
okay.
overlapped the question. Probably it is, what is the
Yeah,
area of this
it's like
composite figure?
when you screen snip it, it
Yeah.
it chooses the white. Okay.
Yeah. It kind of overlapped it. I tried to make the actual composite figure bigger, and it was a big white box, so it kind of overlaps the question. I didn't notice when I was creating slides, but this is something that I should fix for upcoming sessions. So I created another a rectangle, but let me see how you guys will handle it. Okay, nice, Heaven. I really like how you did it. Very nice, Lexi. Everybody's trying to do it in their own different ways, and all of those different ways will work. Then I'm going to create another rectangle. Remember, you don't bound yourself to one specific way. We can all do it our own different ways, end up getting the same answer. And then I also know that this part is 5, so I'm going to type in a 5. Then we have one leftover and rectangle at the top. The top Bella believes is supposed to be 18. Let's see, Bella. Yours might be different from what mine look like, and that is okay, but I don't see you here in the slides. That's okay. Go ahead, find the total area so we can discuss if we got the similar answer or not, Bella. For the top one, this particular side will be 4. This particular side is going to be 4. So if this entire thing is 15, right? This part is missing. This part is 5. This part is 4. So I know this is 4 plus 5 is 9. Then 9 plus 6 is 15. Dion, I agree to you. Very good, Dion. Let me go ahead and look at other people's answers. Landon, I agree to you. Lexi heading in the right direction. Lily heading in the right direction. Paige heading in the right direction. Audrey, very good. Heading in the right direction. Heaven, keep solving and get to the answer so we can all check. Now I'm going to be back to my slide. I can also work it out, and I'm going to use the typing tool. So area of the green rectangle is 18 times 6. Let's see, that gives me 108. Then I'm going to go find area of the blue one. Okay, and the blue one seems some measurements are missing. Do you guys see in the blue one some measurements seem to be missing? And nobody in the class used my strategy. I have to help myself. But if you want, you can also help me. I know that 5 is this part. Right? This part is 5. If I split it up a little. I also know this is 1. So this part is 1. Altogether, the base of the blue rectangle is supposed to be 6. Do you guys agree to it? If you don't, let me know. So in order to find area of the blue rectangle, I personally had to do 6 times 5. If there's feedback, let me know. Yes? I'm not going to leave space, so it is 30. I got an area of 30 for the blue. Then I have the yellow rectangle. For the yellow rectangle, I have base of 1, height of 4, so the area is also 4.
Miss,
Yes?
when you were writing down on the typing tool the area
Yeah.
for the middle box, you
Yeah.
did A equals 6 times 5 and then a space and another 5.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead say this because this pertains to this side. How about this?
Oh, okay.
Right? This pertains, I try to bring the sides over. So the area of this blue box is 6 times 5 is 30. In order to find the total, I will add the areas up. I will add the yellow box area 4. I will add the blue box area, that is 30. I will add the green box area 108. And it seems although we all split the rectangles in a variety of ways, we all end up getting an answer of 142. It is a working answer. Dion, where did I get the 6 from? Right, Dion? So, Dion, the thing is, I'm going to now use a white one. So, this part of the rectangle is 5, right? It is given. This part of the rectangle is 1. Altogether 6, Dion. That makes sense? How did I get it? I got it from the round numbers. People, let's see, yeah, number is 1 over here. So I could say this part is gotta be 1. This part is 5. So 5 plus 1 told me that it's supposed to be 6. Right? We have to use some clues to get to that missing side. Any questions? Let us know. Right? We'll go ahead and look at one more question, and the remaining we will do tomorrow. Here it is. This is such a good practice for composite figures. It's got such a variety of shapes in it. No problem, JJ. I try to manage the class well, so I managed it. Sometimes when you forget to mute, I mute the entire class. So it's still helpful. So go ahead, see what kind of shapes do you see in this. You can also let me know if there's something you see that I don't see, and it will be a good idea to work it out from there. Let's see how you guys will split it. So here I see Landon's work. Go for it. Lexi, this is exactly what I was trying to see in it. Let me see. Very good, Lily. This is exactly what I also see in it. Paige, very good. This is what I also see in it. So what I see, as we turn to the slide, you guys see a trapezoid with these two bases. You see a trapezoid. Right? And I'm going to mark it with green. This is a trapezoid. This is the formula for area of a trapezoid. Then, Lily, I see your hand is raised. Is there anything you want to say? Or is it just raised from previous question?
It was. I forgot to put it down.
No problem. No problem. Then we can also see a triangle. And here's this triangle with a common base as the trapezoid, height of 20. So here's the triangle, here's the formula for triangle. Then we also see a rectangle on the side, a 9 by 16 rectangle. JJ, go ahead, hop on the mic.
So I found a strange way of thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a way we can turn each of those shapes into a rectangle.
Absolutely correct.
Because you can
Very
move a
good,
triangle
JJ.
from the trapezoid
Absolutely.
to make it a rectangle, and then
Very
you can
good.
move half of the triangles in order to make a rectangle. So I'm
Excellent.
gonna try that and see if I can get it on the first try.
And JJ, keep that in mind. See if the dimensions of each of the rectangles is different, right? It might not make a same size rectangle. Might not, but you will have to tell us after you figure it out. So let's see how you guys are approaching the question. Landon already got an answer, and I'm gonna verify if I agree to it. Landon, I agree to your answer. Very good. And the others are still in the process of figuring out the answer like me. I'm gonna go handle the trapezoid first. So, trapezoid, I'm gonna add base 1 plus base 2 in this part. Base 1 plus base 2. Base 1 is this side. It is 16. Base 1 of the trapezoid is 16. Base 2 of the trapezoid is 31. So we will add them. 16 plus 31. That gives you 47. Then you multiply it by the height of the trapezoid. Height of the trapezoid is a missing number, but we can absolutely help ourselves. The entire thing is 35. I know this part is 20. How? From here. This is 20. Right? So I know this part is 20. Therefore, this remaining part is supposed to be 15. Why? 15 plus 20 gives me to 35. Right? 15 plus 20 gets me to 35. So I know height of the trapezoid is going to be 15. So I do 47 times 15 divided by 2. 47 times 15 divided by 2 to find area of the trapezoid. I get an area of 352.2. Then I'm going to go find area of the triangle in blue color. And area of the triangle, base times height. The base of the triangle is 31. Height of the triangle is 20 as given in the image, right? Did someone end up getting some? Oh yes, that is true. And let me see who's guiding me in the chat. Andre, thank you. You're right. This number over here is supposed to be a 5. I got a 5, but I don't know. I typed in a 2 in there. Thank you for correcting me. And 352.5. Then for the triangle, base is 31. Height of the triangle is 20. You multiply them, divide by 2. Because I'm going to divide ahead of time, I know the answer will be 310. Let me fix it. And the area of the triangle will be 310. I've got 2 of the areas already. I need the third one. Before I find the third area, now I'm going to go look at your near parts to see how you guys are doing and if you're heading in the right direction or not. Lexi still working. Very good, Dion. Adam up. Okay, let me see. I agree to you, Dion. Lily, I agree to you. Very good. Paige, heading in the right direction. Combine them. Andre, combine them. Heaven, very good. Keep solving. Liloni, keep solving. JJ, I think we will all end up getting the same answer. JJ, I agree to you. Were you able to create the rectangles, JJ?
I was, and then I realized it would take a little bit more extra math to figure out the trapezoid.
Absolutely correct.
So depending on the shape, it'll be easier to make rectangles, but sometimes it's easier to just do it as it is.
Absolutely correct, JJ. And that is thoughtful. For the rectangle, base is 9. See, this base is 9. Height is 16. 9 times 16. That gives me area of the rectangle to be 144. In order to find the total area, I will add all the 3 different areas and see how much do I get. So for last step, find total. So here, I'm going to say total is area of the trapezoid, 352.5. Area of the triangle, 310. Area of the rectangle, 144. Once you add all of these up, you do end up getting the first answer, that is 806.5. All those who solved, you all ended up getting the same answer, and that is the correct answer. 806.5. Yep. We will look at the remaining questions, maybe probably some question 4 versions and question 5 tomorrow. We will also look at progress learning quiz questions tomorrow, just in case if you have some questions and you would want some clarifications so you are successful on the progress learning. Are there any questions before we end the session? If there are no more questions, you are good to go. We'll see one another tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.